Michael Jordan is the greatest player ever. Just watching him play, he had tenacity, he had focus, he had drive, he had vision, and Kobe emulated his game after Mike. He did everything Mike did, walk like him, talk like him. He did everything. He loved Mike. So, you know, the ability to go against him that day, just him versus Mike, he lived for stuff like that. So I remember that game. You know, he wasn't calling no plays, and every time Mike scored, he knew he had to score. Whatever Mike was doing, he had to do it or outdo him. That's what you do when you go up against a great player, AKA your idol. You gotta let them know that you're coming to take their spot.
NBA superstars are judged by their championships. In 1991, Michael Jordan and the Bulls secured their first, knocking off Magic Johnson and the Lakers. To some, a passing of the torch from one great dynasty to another. But now, a new challenge emerges from Los Angeles. A young Lakers team who tonight will lean on their high-flying youngster, Kobe Bryant. Late afternoon in a brisk 41 degrees amidst the iconic Chicago skyline as we get set for NBA basketball. Good evening, everyone. Tonight we expect a packed house for this matchup between the Los Angeles Lakers and the hometown Chicago Bulls. With Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Mike, this could potentially be a preview of the NBA Finals.
Kevin, coming off 2 straight titles, the Bulls have to be considered the favorites in the East. They've weathered injuries, most notably the absence of Scottie Pippen, but make no mistake, they'll be ready come playoff time.
They got a good challenge tonight. And Clark, looking at the Lakers, talent inside and out with Shaquille O'Neal, who's not going to play tonight, all-star Eddie Jones, and the terrific rising star Kobe Bryant. Clark, how do they stack up in the loaded Western Conference?
Kevin, I think they stack up quite well, but I also think that Utah will be heard from. They'd like another shot at the Bulls in the finals, but you look at this Lakers team, they are young, up and coming, and I think they've got a chance, a nucleus of players where they've got a chance to be good for a very long time.
Now taking a look at the starting lineups for the Lakers. They'll have Nick Van Exel and Eddie Jones at the 2 guard spots. Rick Fox and Robert Horry at the forwards. Eldon Campbell is manning the middle once again, filling in for the injured Shaquille O'Neal. And for the defending champion Chicago Bulls, Ron Harper is in at the 1 and Michael Jordan joining him in the backcourt. Tony Kukoc at the small forward, the rebounding machine Dennis Rodman at power forward. Luke Longley is back in the starting lineup after missing Monday's game with a sprained ankle.
And both of these teams missing star players with injury. For the Bulls, Scottie Pippen recovering from foot surgery, and for the Lakers, Shaquille O'Neal is out until Christmas with an abdominal strain.
And 3 from Jordan, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You do not want to let him get in a rhythm from out there.
Jones the pass to Horry. Fox deciding where to go with it. Passes it to Van Exel. This one for 3. Again, the miss by the Lakers. Hey, Clark, when you talk about the absence of Scottie Pippen, it's been rumored he'd welcome a change of scenery.
You're exactly right, Kevin, and those are more than just rumors now. I mean, he said on multiple occasions he'll never play for the Bulls ever again. With the trade deadline approaching in February, some tough decisions for Chicago's front office.
But Clark, to say he'll never play for the Bulls again, that seems a little harsh.
It does, I agree.
And Coach Fratello will have to monitor that index finger on the shooting hand of Michael Jordan. He dislocated it about a week ago against the New York Knicks.
Yeah, it happened on a hard fall to the floor, and since then, you can see that he's been more selective with his jump shots.
Not what we expected at all. He normally has that shot down cold.
Especially when he's got space like that. Very surprising.
Now, here is Jordan. He's got 7. It's good. Jordan's got 9.
You know, he's done it 9 times throughout his career already, and Michael Jordan about to do it again, averaging 26 points a game, which leads the NBA.
What's remarkable is 26 points is actually a low average for Jordan. He's put up nearly 32 points per game through his first 12 seasons.
My goodness, that dude is good.
Well, 2 star-studded teams. It promises to be a compelling game. And no one more compelling than our David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, guys. The main storyline in this one is the matchup between Michael Jordan and the 19-year-old heir apparent, Kobe Bryant. And talking with Michael before the game, he said Bryant is a star of the future and compared this matchup to when he was growing into a star and went up against the likes of Dr. J. Guys?
Wow, this is so fascinating. David, thank you. Mike, that's some high praise from the greatest player of all time.
Yeah, he can see that Bryant is going to be special. The physical tools are there. He's got the work ethic. The young man just needs some time to develop.
And now he's going to play. Bryant is going to play the guy he idolized in Michael Jordan. Well, I mean, you can't make this stuff up. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Well, Mike, it'll be interesting to see if this veteran Chicago Bulls team can slow down that Laker up-tempo offense.
What we have is a clash of different styles here. The #1 scoring offense of the Lakers versus the stout defense of the Bulls.
Great matchup. Now here's Jordan. 12 points for him. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Jordan has looked very sharp here early on, and that's not a good sign for the Lakers.
Now Van Exel out to the wing. Fox passes to Campbell. 6 on the shot clock. To stop the run. They get the rebound. Rodman with the block. Going up against this idol Clark on a big stage should be quite the test for this young Kobe Bryant.
There is no denying that is true, but what I like is the fact that this young man has the confidence to handle that pressure on big stage. But I think it's important that he try to idle himself down a little bit and not get too caught up in the individual matchup with MJ.
Yeah, that's good advice. Los Angeles calls timeout. So for the Bulls, Caffey, he's checked in for Long. Burrell comes in for Kukoc, and it's Brown in for Ron Harper. Blunt, he's checked in for the Lakers. Fisher comes in for Van Exel. Lakers trail by 16. Fisher with the ball. Feeds it to Bryant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Michael Jordan.
Hey, sometimes you just got to take a foul. That's the best way to protect the basket.
Yep, better to send it to the line than allow an easy layup.
Contrary to the Lakers, the Bulls' expertise is on the defensive end of the floor. They only allow 86 points a game, which ranks 2nd in the NBA behind the Cleveland Cavaliers.
They're also holding their opponents to just 41% shooting from the field. Nothing comes easy against this suffocating Bulls defense.
Here's Chicago. They've gone on a 16-2 run, not allowing much. Brown dishes to Jordan.
Hey, Robbie.
1:49 left here in the first quarter. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And, you know, their lead just continues to grow, and it's not just because of their offense. They're getting it done at both ends.
Yeah, their defense has been stellar as well. Great work on both ends.
Outside, Kobe. And here's Fisher. Outside, Kobe. Shot clock at 6. Los Angeles with another miss.
Got some space in the mid-range, but wasn't able to convert. Still, not a bad chance for him.
Here's Jordan, and he banks in the layup. Jordan's got 20.
Jordan has led the league in scoring 9 times, and it may be 10 times after this season. It's a tall order for anybody to guard him, especially a 19-year-old.
Well, it hasn't been an ideal start to the season for the Bulls. They're currently 5th in the Central Division and have only gone 7-7 against teams over 500.
Still no need to worry. I'm not going to bet against these guys. I mean, they are back-to-back champs, and for good reason. I clearly expect them to turn things around, especially when Pippen gets back into the lineup.
Here's Jordan. After the basket by the Lakers. Kobe showed great discipline right there to stay with Jordan and alter the shot.
And that was a foul, no question about it.
He deserved to go to the line after that hit.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. And he makes the first. Chicago making a switch here. Wennington's checked in. And both free throws good for Jordan. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside, Kobe. "17 seconds left to play here in the first. Fade away, and he makes that one.
It's still amazing to me that Kobe is doing this at 19 years old. When Michael was that age, he was still a sophomore at UNC.
And here's Jordan outside, sinks the triple. Jordan's got 25 points. And so it's the Chicago Bulls taking a 19-point lead into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. Welcome back to Chicago, where we've got the Los Angeles Lakers taking on the hometown Chicago Bulls. And we're ready to start the second quarter.
Well, about a week ago, in the same game that he dislocated his finger, Michael Jordan passed Moses Malone on the all-time scoring list, moving into 3rd place. And now only trails Wilt Chamberlain and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Lakers trail by 21. So with Rodman on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. We've got Kukoc, Bill Wennington out there with Longley. Then there's Harper, and it's Jordan in at the 2-guard spot. Bryant, rebounded by Wennington. And talking about Jordan, Clarkie passed Malone on the scoring list while playing in 461 fewer games. That's amazing to me.
It really is, Kevin. And at his current scoring rate, how about this? MJ could pass Wilt if he plays just one more season, but there's no guarantee that he will play another year.
And it's the Bulls with the ball, following the miss by Kobe Bryant. Pass to Wennington. 4 on the clock. No good from Jordan. Like you said it, the Bulls defense has been dialed in to start this game.
Yeah, they've come out with great energy on that end and have made things tough for the Lakers offense.
And there's the call on Michael Jordan. That'll be his second foul of the game. Dennis Rodman, he's checked in for the Bulls.
Coming out of the floor for your Bulls.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Here's Van Exel. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Great work on the interior, pounding the ball in close and going up with confidence.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. Chicago shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for Chicago.
And the first one at the line is good. Jones checked in for Los Angeles.
2 shots.
And so Jordan nails both of them. Lakers trail by 21. Here's Van Exel. Outside, Jones. A 3-pointer off the mark.
After finishing last season as the league's highest scoring team, the Bulls' offense has struggled to start the year. averaging just 92 points per game, which is the 5th lowest in the NBA.
Keep doing work inside. Close range looks like that will keep your lead safe. Stay on the attack.
I agree. The defense has to shut the door on those kinds of shots if they want to turn this around.
Here's Jones following the basket by Michael Jordan. Fox passes to Blunt, kicks it out to Jones. Clock at 6. Takes the 3. And that one is off. And it's Chicago the other way. And with the Bulls offense, efficiency, Clark, has been a real problem.
Yeah, you know, you look at what they've shot, 43% from the field, only 30% from downtown, Kevin, and only 68% from the line. I mean, those all rank towards the bottom of the league. Maybe just a little bit of a championship hangover being experienced.
Yeah, perhaps. Those are very un-Chicago-like numbers. Now, here's Van Exel. Following the miss by Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, as you can see, Coach Patello putting on a show for the home crowd, just scoring at will.
Well, with Kobe Bryant in town and all the hype around him, Michael had plenty of motivation coming into this game. And you can see it with how assertive he's been on offense.
Sure can. Let's send it over to David Aldridge for some news on Scottie Pippen.
Thank you, Kevin. No doubt the Bulls have missed Scottie Pippen this season. He's been out after undergoing foot surgery, and he's expected to be back sometime in January. But there's still a question of whether or not he'll be playing for Chicago. Trade rumors have been circulating, and Pippen has said on multiple occasions that he will not play for this team again. Guys?
David, thank you. And Mike, it's hard to envision the Bulls moving on without Scottie Pippen.
Well, Kukoc has stepped up and played solid in his absence. But they need Pippen if they want to win their 3rd straight championship. He's crucial to this team.
In every way, you're right. So far, Mike, so good for Jordan. That finger hasn't been an issue for him in these first 2 quarters of the game.
Yeah, he's playing through the discomfort and scoring well here in the early stages.
So for the Bulls, Caffey, he's checked in for Longley. Burrell comes in for Kukoc. And it's Brown in for Ron Harper. And then for the Lakers, Eldon Campbell, he's checked in for Blunt. Bryant comes in for Fox. And Fisher subbed in for Van Exel.
Kobe Bryant is currently the top scoring reserve in the NBA. At just 19 years old, this young man is averaging 17 points, 4 boards, 3 assists, and almost 2 steals. That is stuffing the stat sheet and playing just 26 minutes per game.
Now, Jordan, following the 3-point attempt by Kobe Bryant. Rodman passes to Caffey. Now here's Jordan. Rodman sets the screen for Jordan. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jordan's got 38 points. And Kobe Bryant, he's given the Lakers, Mike, starter-level production in limited minutes.
It's been so valuable to have that scoring punch off the bench. Right now, Kobe has to be the leading candidate for 6th Man of the Year.
I think he's going to win it. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Following the bucket by the Lakers. And they double up Jordan. Driving to the basket. And Jordan throws it down.
Starting to pull out ahead off the back of some terrific offense.
They are firing on all cylinders, aren't they? Hard to get stops when they're playing with this much energy.
Here's Fisher. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Outside, Kobe. Tries it from 19. Again, the miss by Kobe. As we've seen, Clark, Kobe hasn't been able to find his shooting touch so far in this one.
Kevin, I can't help but think he's so amped up. The adrenaline is flowing so strong that he just has to find a way to tamp it down just a skosh. Find some shots that he can knock down and get into a better flow.
I think your observation's right to point. On the wing, Jones. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Burrell. Outside, Jordan. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
What a power surge by these guys. They can't miss.
Literally, what a stretch.
And so it's Michael Jordan making things happen for the Bulls. This has been a remarkable game for him offensively. Anytime you get over the 40-point mark, it's been a special, special day. And don't go away. We'll be right back. A terrific view of wintertime in Chicago as we welcome you back to the United Center, getting ready for the start of our second half. Welcome back, everyone. We've got a fun matchup between the Chicago Bulls and the visiting Los Angeles Lakers. Now the Bulls with it.
While Shaq's been out, Eddie Jones has been the Lakers' leading scorer, and he was named the NBA Player of the Month in November, with averages of just over 21 points per game, 3.6 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and 2.4 steals per game.
Taking a look at the Lakers. They've got Jones. Ori is out there with Fox. Then there's Campbell, and it's Van Exel in at the 1 spot. Here's Van Exel after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago.
Confident play from Campbell inside, using his physicality to find a shot.
And with Jones, Clarkie's coming off a 32-point performance last night in the Twin Cities against Minnesota.
Kevin, no denying he's been great offensively, but you also can't overlook his impact on defense. I mean, he's been one of the league's premier wing defenders this season.
And we know Player of the Month, as we just talked about.
Yep.
Here's Van Exel, following the basket by Michael Jordan. Out left to the wing. Here's Fox. Kukoc with the defensive effort. The Bulls are doing a great job, Mike, of keeping the Lakers out of transition, which they love, and limiting those easy scoring opportunities.
Yeah, they've controlled the pace of this game, Kev, and have prevented the Lakers from playing their preferred style of offense.
Done a great job. Here's Jones, following the basket by Michael Jordan. Jordan against Jones. Pass to Van Exel. Over Harper. That one off the back iron and out.
He had space to operate inside, but just couldn't get it to fall.
And Jordan throws it down.
Basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Trying to find a way out of this rut, Mike.
Yeah, looking to regain some momentum offensively.
Now here's Van Exel. 6 to shoot. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Rodman. Rodman's got 6 rebounds in the game. And 3 from Jordan. That's a season high in points scored for Jordan, passing his previous mark of 49, which came against the Clippers back in November.
Dennis Rodman's domination on the glass, unprecedented. He's a glass eater like no other. Led the league in rebounding for 6 straight seasons and could make it a 7th this year. No other player has done it more than 5 times.
Michael has now set a single-game scoring record here at the United Center, surpassing his previous record of 53 points. Jones, the pass to Ori. Outside, Fox. The pass to Van Exel to end the drought. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. Hey, Mike, when you look at Rodman, he's averaging 14 rebounds a game this season. It's unbelievable.
Okay, even though he's leading the league, 14 rebounds is less than he's used to having. In his previous 6 seasons, Rodman averaged an incredible 17 rebounds per game.
These numbers are hard to believe, aren't they?
I think sometimes they shoot and miss on purpose just so he can get another rebound.
That's a very good point.
And perhaps the coach lit a fire under him at halftime because they have owned this third quarter.
And it's important for them to keep it going. Can't show any signs of slowing down.
Now, here's Van Exel. Pass to Fox. Back to Van Exel. Fox, a screen on Harper. Van Exel, no good.
Well, filling in for Shaq is not an easy task, but Eldon Campbell is doing an excellent job. In the last 13 games without O'Neal, he's averaging 18.7 rebounds and 2 blocks.
Now Jones, following the 3-point attempt by Michael Jordan. Outside Fox. Back to Jones. Here's Van Exel. No good, shot missing. And it's Chicago the other way. And talking about Campbell Clark, he's actually the oldest and longest tenured Laker on their roster.
Yeah, back in the 1990 draft, Campbell was selected 27th, just 2 spots ahead of Tony Kukoc. And as a rookie, he was a member of that Lakers team that fell to Jordan and the Bulls in the finals, as the Bulls captured their first of 5 titles.
Well, Coach Fratello, Michael Jordan is in complete command of this game, and the Lakers haven't been able to do anything to slow him down.
He's teaching Kobe a few things out there firsthand and showing that there's still a large gap between the two players.
And they double up Jordan, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And, you know, they aren't showing any signs of easing up. Their offense looks superb right now.
They can't get careless with the league, and so far, this hasn't been the case.
Now, here's Van Exel. From deep.
You know, Harper's a strong defender, crafty, and excels at sticking to his man and contesting shots with his reach.
And at the end of the 3rd quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Bulls just dominating this one. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back, everyone. It's time for some 4th quarter action here in Chicago, where Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls are battling Kobe Bryant and the visiting LA Lakers. And here's Los Angeles.
Well, we've heard the reports of Scottie Pippen being unhappy with the Bulls front office, and the trade rumors have been circulating as a result. Names like Tom Bugliotta, Jerry Stackhouse, and Eddie Jones have all been mentioned in possible trade packages for the Bulls.
Michael Jordan is out there with Kerr. Then it's Caffey. Then there's Bushler. And it's Runington in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
With all the talk about Kobe and the Lakers being the future of the league, Michael is reminding us that he and the Bulls are the present.
At the line for your Bulls, Michael Jordan. Shooting 1.
Free throw good, Jordan. Well, here we are looking at Pippen Clark with his return set for January. We'll have to keep our eyes out for that February trade deadline.
Yeah, I've got that circled on my calendar, Kevin, and you know Scottie is looking for a new contract. That's clear. But I'd be surprised if he doesn't at least finish out the season with the Bulls.
I agree. That one good for 2. 66 points for Jordan.
That's a heads-up play by Kerr, finding the open man and getting him the ball on time and on target. Well done.
Oh, Mike, the Bulls defense has sent a message in this one, letting the Lakers know that it's not their time yet, that the Bulls are still in control.
These young Lakers got to see what it was like going up against a championship caliber defense. Hopefully, they can learn and build from this experience.
And I bet they do. So it's the Lakers now. They need to find a high percentage shot, Clark, to regain some of that confidence.
I think they've gone too long without seeing one go down, and that begins to mess with your psyche.
Here's Blunt. Pass to Campbell. Plays it up and banks it in.
Didn't allow the defense to overwhelm him there, and that's a testament to Campbell's strength and focus.
Kerr kicks to Jordan. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Inside. And that one's good. Caffey's got his first points of the game.
And you can count that one as a screen assist. The pick allows him to get free and go right to the rim.
Here's Campbell. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
During his time in Houston, Robert Horry played primarily at the small forward spot, but coming into this season, the Lakers told him they needed him at the 4. As a result, he bulked up a little bit, added 15 lbs to his frame so that he can handle those bigger power forwards.
And so it's the Lakers with it, after the Bulls picking up a basket just moments ago. Kerr outside. Pass to Caffey. Back to Kerr from 20 feet out. And Jones pulls it down. And with the Lakers, Mike, Horry has been asked to be more of a defensive specialist for the team.
And he's responded. Horry ranks 21st in steals, 31st in rebounds and 17th in blocks. He's clearly a team-first guy who will do whatever it takes to win.
He just feels like a guy who's going to win multiple rings in his career.
You're on the right track there.
Well, they have been raining threes here in the second half.
And when a team is locked in like this from outside, they become hard to beat.
Kerr against Fisher. Here's Barry. No good again that time.
Well, he wanted to get that made three right back, but no dice for him with the answer.
And here's Jordan outside. That one doesn't drop. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Here's Jones. That shot is off. Good D by Jordan.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And they double up Jordan. This has been one of the greatest individual scoring performances we have ever seen. And it's a new career high for Michael Jordan. Now the pass to Barry. Outside, Jones. 5 on the clock. No good with the triple.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. It's not even been a factor.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
He's out ahead of the pack on both sides with his scoring so far, playing with a lot of intensity and refusing to be denied.
And they recover it. No good from Campbell.
He'll normally convert on that finish. The defense got lucky.
And Jordan throws it down.
And they have not let up. They are still in attack mode despite their sizable lead.
And I like that mindset. Never let up. You don't want to give the opponent any opportunity to get back in this one.
Here's Fisher. Campbell is screen on Kerr. Down low, Blunt looking to end the run. He kicks it to Fisher. Passes it to Barry. Now Jones. Here's Fisher. Second chance shot. Campbell's shot's good.
Fisher doing his job, which is basically as the point guard to find open teammates.
It's been a one-sided affair for sure.
It is obvious and clear who the better team is.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's the Lakers with it. Pass to Blunt. Fisher with the ball. The screen from Campbell. With his first shot attempt. That's good. And the assist goes to Fisher.
Well, they haven't given up. They've certainly not quit. Got to give them a lot of credit for that.
And the deficit likely too much to overcome, but showing their pride, still competing.
Now Jordan. And so it's the Chicago Bulls getting the win in front of their home crowd. An important victory, Coach, for them here against the up-and-coming LA Lakers.
Well, Michael gets the best of Kobe while the Bulls capture their third straight win. And they need it as they're trying to move up in the standings in this cutthroat Eastern Conference.
And Clark, what does this loss mean, do you think, for the Lakers?
I think it's growing pains and a learning experience, Kevin. They just need to take a look at the film and correct the mistakes they made. But they're still second in the West, and with Shaq coming back right around Christmas time, I don't think we need to worry about the Lakers.
I think you're right. For Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, and our entire 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. So long.